Hi, Lollie here with True Talk Cafe, here to provide you with our newest micro episode. Really a topic that I think we can all benefit from. I can say I honestly needed this one myself, and probably something I'll use more often than not. Guilt detox. It's releasing what was never yours to carry. So let's talk about guilt. Not accountability, not growth, but guilt. The kind that sits on your chest, hits those shoulders that you think you have to carry the world with you. The kind that whispers, you should have done more. The kind that shows up when you are resting, you're setting boundaries, or you choose yourself. We then normalize it. High achievers feel guilty for slowing down or saying no. Caregivers feel guilty for just not being able to do everything they think they need to. Leaders, both men and women, feel guilty for disappointing their people. And then, unfortunately, women are socialized to feel responsible for everybody's emotions. So, today we're going to do a detox. We're going to talk a little bit about healthy guilt versus toxic guilt. I didn't realize there was really a difference there, but there is a distinction. So, think of healthy guilt as when you realize that something's just not sitting well with your values, or you really feel like there's got to be some repair, maybe an apology or an accountability. Also, it has a purpose. So, healthy guilt has a purpose. While on the contrary, toxic guilt is really about feeling bad for having needs of your own. You feel bad for someone else's reaction. You feel bad for choosing growth. You replay old decisions you made with limited information. So think about it this way. Healthy guilt teaches, toxic guilt traps. Let that sit. Healthy guilt teaches, toxic guilt traps. So let's go a little deeper onto this. Why do we hold on to guilt? We tend to think that guilt equals goodness. Not true. We think carrying guilt proves we care. We confuse guilt with loyalty. And then we believe that letting go means we're being selfish. I got to tell you, that one usually is me. So sometimes guilt isn't a moral compass. Really, it's a control mechanism. And this can be very relevant for working moms, for adult daughters, for both men and women in leadership, as well as both those leaders breaking generational cycles. So it's simple. We're going to go through a 3-step guilt detox framework. Very memorable, very TTC style. So I'm going to ask you one. Let's identify it. What exactly am I feeling guilty about? Did I actually do something wrong? Or did I simply choose differently? I want you to name that out loud. There's something big about when you actually speak that. It just takes different ownership. So, number one is identify it. Number two is I want you to assess the ownership. Is this mine to carry, or am I carrying someone else's disappointment? Someone being uncomfortable does not mean you were wrong. Someone not liking your choice doesn't mean that you are wrong. They just may not be in the same place you are. So, number two, again, assess the ownership. Number three, I want you to release that. Some practical actions that we can do in releasing is really write a forgiveness statement to yourself, or again, say it out loud. I made the best decision I could with the information I had. Practice boundary reinforcements without apologies. I can't do that today. Again, it's hard, right? Again, not say I'm sorry. So we got to practice that. And remember this, growth will always disappoint the version of you that used to shrink. So growth will always disappoint the version of you that used to shrink. So what I want you to do is number 3 again, release it. So in closing, I'm gonna reflect a little bit and I'm gonna call to action something that I'd like for you to do, please. Reflection is really about what guilt are you ready to detox? What would your life look like if you weren't apologizing for existing? Guilt should guide growth, not govern your life. You're allowed to evolve. I always talk about it. I think that's the most important thing we all need to do as humans, continue to evolve. You are allowed to rest. Another thing we always talk about, the importance of being able to take care of yourself too. And you're also allowed to choose differently. With that, this is your reminder. You are not responsible for carrying what was never yours. So with that, I want you to really think very simply. Release, repair, realign. Release, repair, realign. So the call to action is if you can think of any time when you've really gotten kind of beat yourself up because of guilt, or this made sense to you in any way, I'd like for you to comment detox in the section below and just let us know that you're releasing something. You don't have to go into what it is that you'll be doing, but the fact that you are going to join me in this guilt detox. I hope this is beneficial to you. We hope that these quick micro episodes give you some good guidance, and we wish you the best as always. Thank you from True Talk Cafe.